everyone, and welcome to the Wealthy LaLa Show with myself, Laurie Larson, your wealthy LaLa. And for anyone who is a new listener, thanks for being here. Anybody who's been here for a while, thank you too. I just want to share that LaLa is my grandma name. So if anybody's wondering what a LaLa is me, my grandma name. You have to excuse my bit of a cough here today. Yeah. So anyways, where did we want to go today? I found a quote on Facebook. I wanted to, man, my thoughts, I get like 10 different places that I want to go. So let me start with this quote that I saw, okay? We think if we're successful in public, we will be happy in private. But actually, it's the other way around. When you're happy in private, you'll be successful in public. So this is by Jay Shetty, Shetty. He's got it on Facebook, and I adore this guy and his posts. He's just so cool. He's on Instagram if you want to find him. He's even got a podcast now. I'm not sure exactly what his podcast is, but I'm sure if you searched it, I know it's on Spotify, iTunes. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Maybe it's just called Jay Shetty because it's not actually I'm just looking here right now. Let me just see. I'll open it while we're chatting here. So anyways, I really wanted to look at that because I am a person that I know tried very much to be successful in public. And, I had a really good job. I did really well at my job. I was a good community member. I was a good, friend, to a lot of things in, like, what do you call it, outside of myself, just personally. I really did not get the concept that if I was happy in private, that I would be successful in public. Now, it's not about being successful in public, and I also did not know that I wasn't happy in private. I really didn't begin to question that until about a year after I was diagnosed, and I had been on four different types of medications, and nothing was really creating a change, which is when I started to then go, no one here has asked me about me and how I'm doing. So I had done a really good job of but the public to me was not even necessarily people just out in the public, but it was the persona that I was being, that I was even being public to myself with, and doing the right thing. Like I really thought that, being married, I had a good career, I had kids, I helped volunteer in our community, I helped my hubby farm, I did a lot of that stuff. And I've been a really good friend. I can be very generous and very thoughtful. And when I was looking at this, I can really see how I wasn't actually happy inside of me. I had a lot of unresolved stuff that I needed to take care of to create the happy. And, and I did, like, most of us do, whatever those things are. Someone does it with business, someone does it with a relationship, someone does it with cars, with a big house. We do those things where we have these things that look successful to the outside world, and we think that that's enough. And actually, honestly, I think had I not even got diagnosed with anything or gotten, say, as unhealthy as I did, or sick or diseased as I did, I really truly wouldn't have even, questioned this, because at the time I really, really did think I was doing the right thing. I really did. And excuse me, this whole thing actually brought me to my knees. It really did. It got me to question. I fought it. I still tried to go back to the old way. Um, or I would pick something, I could even find in my journey where very much that I wanted to create a healing so that would look good to the outside world. So that, again, even that would have looked like I was successful in public. I thought, well, maybe that's why I got this, right? Because then I can create a healing and I can show other people that it's possible. But the thing was, though, is that when I was coming from that place, it was still wanting other people to validate and to acknowledge me. And, where am I now with that? Oh, man. Um, I'm okay. And it was interesting because I've judged myself over the years for having not created more of a business, not created more clients, that haven't worked at the hospital for almost 3 years, that I haven't created whatever I thought I should have created. And it was really interesting because I think it was this morning when I woke up and I looked at this, that, like, when I looked at this, I actually realized that I'm actually okay now. And where that came from was that I kept looking at, why didn't I create more of a business? Like, if I say that I want it, how come I didn't create more of it? And you know what popped into my head this morning? And this is the first time. So this is in, you know, 19 years since I got sick or felt unwell or started on this journey. Actually, it was like 19 years ago in April that I started to not feel well. And it was 19 years ago in this coming up November that I was given the diagnosis. And I realized that actually have actually intuitively knew, it's just that I didn't know that I knew, that I was waiting first for me to be okay. You know, that I was waiting for me first to be okay. And so, have I had a miraculous healing yet? No. Am I 100% recovered? No. But what do I mean when I say that I know I'm okay now? Is that I know that I have my back. I know that I can handle anything. Now, that does not mean that I'm not still going to be uncomfortable, that I'm still not going to have things come up, that I'm going to have things to expand on, to face, to be courageous with, to ask questions around, to meditate with, to journal about. But what I know is I know now that I have my back. And I know that I have all of these tools that I can support myself with. And, supporting myself with also may be phoning, texting, Snapchatting a friend. It may be asking for contributions. And, but I know now that I know me. I don't know everything about me. I get it's going to be an evolving thing. I get that I know probably a lot more about myself than I realized. And I know that I'm okay now. Now I realize that that's actually what I was waiting for, except I didn't know that that's what I was waiting for. So I'm not going to say that there wasn't a bunch of judgment along the way, because there was, you know. when I didn't know that I was waiting for me to be okay and what okay was for me, that it was having my back. Not that I'd be like fully 100% recovered and have my life, everything in 100% perfection, but that I was okay, that I was going to be okay now, that whatever comes up, I'm going to be okay now, that I'm going to have, that I have that for me. It's not something based on anyone else. It's not anything anyone else is giving me. It's not contingent on anyone else or anything else in this planet, on this planet, in this world, but that I'm going to be okay now. I am okay, and I'm going to be okay. I can't tell you what this has created for me. And so, going back to Jay Shetty's quote, we think if we're successful in public, we'll be happy in private, but actually it's the other way around. When you're happy in private, you'll be successful in public. And I have found success for me now. Success for me is that I'm going to be okay. It may or may not mean that I have tons of clients in the future, become a speaker, get a job where I make, hundreds of thousands of dollars or something. And even then, when I still go towards that kind of thing, success, I may not have a miraculous 100%, or healing. But for me now, I know that the success that I was actually looking for was to know that I'm okay, that I'm going to be okay. That's actually making me cry. I'm going to be okay now. Yeah, no matter what I choose, whatever comes my way, whatever shows up expectedly or unexpectedly, I know I'm going to be okay. Oh my gosh, I wish I could put to words what that means to me and the gratitude that I have for myself to really speak that out loud and to share it. Oh, it's like you guys are being witness to me witnessing myself with this. Yeah. Okay, that was my stuffy nose. That wasn't crying. And I do have tears in my eyes. And I'm really so incredibly grateful. So if there's any place in your world where you're not sure what success is for you, just ask the universe to show you. Because I can honestly tell you that that's not what I would have expected it was for me. And the more I think about it, and the more I tap into it, the more I can find the truth in it for me. Some people, for them, success is that they create change in someone else's world. For, success to someone else is they're creating more consciousness on the planet. Success for someone else is that, maybe that they could have a child or that they could create a 100,000 or, business or greater. And I did not know until today. And I'm so incredibly grateful that I am verbalizing this for me. That success for me was just knowing that I was going to be okay. My gosh, I did not feel okay before. And I know that. But I didn't know my success was that I would be okay. And that I'm going to be okay. And that life is going to be okay. And so whatever comes with it in the future, I mean, honestly, how does it get any better than this? How does it get any more magical than this? Oh, I'm so incredibly grateful. It's so funny. I love doing these shows because where they start and sometimes finish is just so not what I think. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow. I'm going to be okay. And on that note, I'm going to say goodnight. Good evening, good day to you, wherever you are, and whenever you're listening. Thanks again so much for listening. Yeah. And if you ever desire a coaching session with myself and want to find out what your okay is and your success is for you, I would love to contribute to you with that. You can reach me at thewealthylala@gmail.com. Thanks again so much for listening. Ooh, I'm going to be okay. And I'm going to go before I start crying again. Bye, guys.